Hello, Tom from Every Step Calculus, everystepphysics.com. This is a problem submitted by Yahoo by this young lady. I'm going to show you how my programs would answer that if she was lucky enough to buy those programs and install them into her calculator. Excuse me. Index 8 to get to the menu. Two problems. One is that she's going to try to solve it with u-substitution. If that's in a test, then you need a step-by-step process for that. And the other one is that it's a definite integral. Anytime you get a range given, 0 and 1 here, it's a definite integral. And at least that tells you something about something. Calculus, I don't think so as much, but certainly doesn't help us in anything. But we got to pass the class and get through calculus. Let's do it. Index 8 here to get to my menu. I'm going to scroll down here to, I'm going to go up because it gets to the bottom of the alphabet, and we're going to go to u-substitution, which is closer to the V's than A's in the alphabet. Here's u-substitution. Press enter. Going to enter the function. You have to press alpha first before you enter anything in these entry lines here in my programs, okay? So it's alpha x divided by 2 parentheses, 2 left parentheses, x squared plus 1 right parentheses to the second power, and then finish off the parentheses, and well, I'll show you what you've entered. You can change it if you want. I say it's okay. Now I always rewrite these things. In other words, this x here in your problem needs to come over here and separate, because you're trying to make the inside of the parentheses here, the derivative of that, equal to the outside. Okay, now notice she tried to do that, u equals x squared plus 1, and the derivative is 2x, but she didn't take the 2 and divide it and move it to the other side, because 2x does not match x dx. In my programs here it's x dx, okay, and so I'll show you that this is the important step here. X squared plus 1, the derivative is 2x, and then you take the 2 and put it du divided by 2. You have the x dx, which matches her problem of x dx, okay? So, and I check that. If that equals x or whatever I've checked, because I'm doing the derivative and matching it with the outside too. I say it does. So here's the answer. 1 over u squared du divided by 2. Now you take all constants and move it outside the integral. So here's the 1/2 outside the integral here. And then we change u to the minus 2. Integral of u to the minus 2. Because it's in the denominator, we're changing it to the numerator here. And then minus 2, we add 1 when we're integrating, and then divide by that answer. So here's the 1, turns out to be a minus 1 here. So the answer is 1/2 divided by x squared plus 1 to the 1 power. I didn't change the program on that because in case there's 2, 3, or 4 powers, I don't have to go out of my way to change that kind of stuff. It's pretty obvious that you leave that off in your test, okay? So now her problem is she couldn't get she gets 2.5, of course, because she didn't move this over to the left side here. We're going to go back to the main menu now, and I'm going to scroll down here to definite integral, okay? And I have definite integral in x and y and x, y, z, and yours is an x, so that's what we want. There's only an x given, so that's the one you choose. And again, we're going to enter the function alpha x divided by, and the two left parentheses, x squared plus 1 to the second power. Again, we check whether it's the correct entry. Say it is. Here's the integral of it. No, we're going to add the, we're going to add the limits. So the limit is alpha 0 and alpha 1. So I show you that. I say that's okay. And here's the integral of that of the function with the limits or the ranges of 0 to 1. Okay. So we take 1 and we put it in the integral. Comes up with minus 1/4. Put 0 in there. Comes up with minus 1/2. Upper minus lower, minus 1/4 minus minus 1/2 is equal to 1/4 or 0.25 square units. And that's what she was trying to get all this time, instead of 0.25. All right. Pretty neat. Go to my site, buy my programs, and pass calculus. Don't study this stuff very long. You can study it for hours like I have, and it's a waste of time, but we need to get through the class. So go to my site, buy my programs, and pass calculus. Hey, have a good one.